you need help working with your child's school about mental health concerns? This video will show you who to contact at your school, from teachers and counselors to administrators. We'll guide you through the right people to talk to at each step, whether you're first noticing issues or your child already has a diagnosis. And we also share some tips for talking with your child. Scenario number 1. You have concerns about your child's mental health. Your child has had a typical school year, but lately you are seeing signs that your child is struggling. They could be spending more time alone, sleeping too much or too little, or ignoring homework. Maybe they don't want to play a sport they used to love. You don't know if this is just what to expect from growing up, or if it might be a mental health issue. You don't know who you can talk to about your concerns.
I think reaching out before you're really concerned is absolutely important. So know your student's counselor, know who the staff are in the building, establish some good lines of communication with teachers and administrators. Depending on the district that you work in, it might not be the case that you have an assigned counselor for every kid. If you do, I think that's an asset to lean on right away, to just get to know that person, even if it's simply an introduction, maybe a little bit of background. I think people appreciate the background and knowledge. Even if you're not going to immediately ask for care, that care provider is going to be able to put a name to a face.
In this situation, what can you do? Educate yourself. Learn about signs of stress, depression, and how to talk with your child about mental health. Talk to your child. Even if they don't open up to you, you can express your concern. In a supportive and caring way, share your observations about how they are behaving differently. Be empathetic, listen, and reassure your child that you are there for them. You may want to make an appointment with their doctor. You might make an appointment for them with a mental health professional, such as a psychologist, social worker, or counselor. If you are not sure how to find a mental health professional, you can call your child's doctor for a referral or try reaching out to their school. Start with someone you know, such as your child's teacher or the school counselor or counseling's office. This might be called behavioral health services or student support services. If you don't know who to contact, you can also start with the school nurse. Scenario number 2. The school comes to you with concerns about your child's mental health. During the school year, your child will spend 7 to 8 hours every weekday with teachers and school staff. These caring adults may notice signs of stress, depression, or anxiety in your child. Their concerns may match some of your own. They may also notice things that you don't. The first call or email will likely come from a teacher, school counselor, or nurse. This person will describe behaviors they have seen. They may describe conversations, changes in grades, or problems with friends. You can ask them questions and share things you have noticed. They may advise you to make an appointment with your child's doctor. It can be hard to hear news like this. Stay as calm and open as possible. Find a time to have a supportive conversation with your child. Let your child know that you are concerned, that you care about them, and that you are here to help. You may learn that your child already reached out to a teacher or school staff member. That your child went to someone else for help may hurt your feelings. There are many possible reasons why they went to someone at school. For example, they may be worried about disappointing you. They might not want to add to your stress. The important thing is to remember that they reached out and there was someone there to provide support. It's often hard to ask for help, but they did. Now that you know, you can also support them.
While you might want to know every blessed detail of what's shared with a school counselor, I think it's really important that you allow for there to be that space, that safe, supportive, and therapeutic space established so that students are going to actually share information, and when they're ready, we can foster that connection back to the family around sharing that information in a way that the student's going to be comfortable with.
Scenario number 3. Your child has a mental health condition and needs extra support. When your child has a mental health condition, you know that good days and bad days are normal. During tough times, it's important to keep talking with your child's school. This helps make sure your child gets what they need for their schoolwork and their emotions. Working closely with school staff creates a network of people to support your child as their needs change.
You could go straight to a counselor, you could go straight to an administrator. I think the topic of routing students to care is something that is not the responsibility of one or two people in a building. Everyone has to be prepared to, one, notice concerns related to mental health problems, understand the signs and symptoms, and also foster access to care, foster help-seeking behavior. If we don't do that, then we really run the risk of having one or two people that are responsible for the population level health of a student body.
Key contacts. Start with your child's teacher or school counselor. Call or email them first. They see how your child is doing in school and can spot if your child needs extra help. Need more help? Ask to meet with a school psychologist, social worker, or counselor. They're trained to help with mental health and can work with your child's outside therapist or doctor to give the best support. If your child needs special education services, talk to the special education department. They can test your child and create special learning plans to help them succeed in school. Remember, you are your child's best support. Don't be afraid to speak up and ask for what your child needs. Working together with the school can create a better situation for your child's mental health and academic success. Scenario number 4, you need to raise concerns about an issue. What if you don't agree with how the school is helping your child? Let's talk about how to speak up for them in a way that gets results. There may be more happening behind the scenes that you can see. Set up a meeting with the important players in the building to understand the full scope of actions. If you still disagree, write down what you have noticed and why you believe your child's needs aren't being met. This information can help guide the conversation with the school team. Start with a department head or grade level leader. If your concerns about a specific teacher or counselor aren't being handled, reach out to their boss. This could be the department head, grade level leader, or team leader. Next, try the principal. If talking to the department head doesn't fix things, meet with your school's principal or assistant principal. What can you do to prepare for the meeting? Write down what you've already tried to fix the problem. Also, list specific examples of what's not working. Get help from the school district. If your school can't solve the problem, contact the district office. Ask to speak with the Director of Student Services or Special Education Director. These people can step in to help fix the issue. Finally, contact the superintendent. You should only do this after trying all the other steps. But if you have tried everything else and still haven't solved the problem, you can contact the school district superintendent. This is like talking to the boss of all the schools. Your main goal is to help your child. Try talking openly with school staff and working together to find solutions. You can contact a parent advocacy group if you feel like you are not getting the answers or support you need from the school. These groups can help support you, answer questions, and provide guidance.